Hello and welcome to my Animal Crossing series. Now, I've got a confession to make. This will be a very difficult video to piece together and make. When I started this build, I was losing motivation as not everything was going in my favor and it felt like it was coming to an end. But then around Christmas time in 2023, I saw a lot of Animal Crossing videos that was recommending on my YouTube page, and it just put me back in the mood to play Animal Crossing once again. And it's not the first time I've ever put the game down, so pick it up again. And that's why I carried out a few live streams in January researching about my island and putting new ideas in place of how to make it even better. So to start this building process, I'm going to have to show you footage that I recorded when I initially started the building process, which will be a little bit difficult for me to remember of any time traveling that I did do, because when I record it, it will obviously tell me the date that I recorded it, including when I time traveled. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. I'm not 100% sure if this is correct, but I've tried my best to piece everything together. So with that said, let's continue with building a flower garden. I went to resident services to collect my daily Nook miles, and then when I was leaving, I bumped into Belle. After talking to Belle, she wanted to do some research, and the outfit she asked me to change into was a formal outfit. I knew straight away that I had to put on this office dress that I had in my wardrobe, and it fit the criteria so well, and I showed it to Label, and she is going to post me the tailor tickets so that next time I go to the Able Sisters I can get a discount on some clothing. Then I changed back into my decorating outfit to get back to work. Then I went to collect some materials so that I could start building a fence. I used the fence to separate the campsite from the flower garden, so they don't blend together and flowers don't start growing in the campsite. Then I collected the weeds that were growing in my future flower garden and amusement park area at the time. I went to the workbench at Nook's Cranny to craft a fountain. The reason why I wanted a fountain was to make it a centerpiece of the flower garden, and I even customized it white so it was different from the other fountain that I had in the middle of the upper floor between the cafe and the small garden area, which I will link a card to on this video. I opened up the Island Designer app and added some terracotta paths. Now I used these paths around the fountain to create a design of a pathway of what I wanted to make. And then I removed the fountain to fill in the pathway so that I knew where the center of it would be. Then I branched off to make pathways to access other parts of the garden. And then I dug up some more flowers that were in my way once again. Today is International Museum Day, so I headed to the museum to celebrate. He explained to me that I needed to collect 3 stamps from each gallery. So the fish gallery, the fossil gallery, the bug gallery, and the art gallery. And once I do this, I need to show him the stamps from each gallery. After showing Blathers my stamps, he will give me a special memento from each gallery. So I started searching in the fish gallery. I went to find the 3 stamp spots. I really love coming to the fish gallery, and I really love the way they've styled it in the fish gallery, and I think it's because when I've grown up with a lot of fish tanks, small ponds, going to the fish shop to buy fishes, and I think that just helps me appreciate under the sea a lot more, and it's so cool. Then I went to the bug gallery to search for the 3 stamp spots. For some reason, I think this one was like easier to look for, because for some reason I just feel like the gallery is smaller in a way. I just don't know why, but hey ho, I get to see all the things in the bug gallery. It's cool to see the little details they put in this gallery. I'm really proud of the fact that I managed to collect and donate all the fossils to the museum. It's the only part of the museum that's complete, but I'm really happy with it so far. This makes it so much cooler to just go around the fossil areas and just try to find all the 3 stamps. And it's like finding history and fossils all over again. Lastly, I visited the art gallery, searching for the last 3 stamp spots. There's not much artwork in here at the moment. It's still a work in progress. You know, it's really hard to get real artwork from Red. You know, that crafty fox. Then I showed Blathers my stamps from all the galleries, and he reviewed all of my stamps and rewarded me with plaques from all of the galleries. I started the day by cleaning the space around the paths, like removing flowers, items and weeds so they weren't in my way. I laid down paths to plan where Pippa's and Astrid houses will be, as well as putting paths for like their garden, and I even made a fence for their garden. behind Pippa's and Astrid's house, I built another level to build the amusement park so I could start building the higher level for it. Then, as the sun was setting after 6 p.m, I decided to change my clothes so that I could see KK and ask him to play a song to have a little concert at the end of the day. I'm trying to collect all the songs, so I did request him to play Driving, but that is because I was trying to collect and see which ones I didn't have. So yeah, that's my goal anyways. After the concert, I went to resident services to build an incline from the garden to the amusement park, so they were connected. But this is when things don't go according to plan. Yes, I had to try and tackle symmetry in this game, where I wanted to make it symmetrical of the pathway to the incline, and yes, unfortunately that wasn't going to be the case, and I would be crying at this point in my life, and unfortunately I can't cry, and this is when I think I started slowing down in playing because things weren't going according to my plan and I just wanted to cry and So it looks like the next day is Sunday the 28th of May 2023, and it looks like I time traveled a lot on this day, so you gotta bear with me while I piece this together. So first of all, I time traveled to Thursday the 25th of 2023. So I time traveled to move Pippa's house and make it final that she lives there now. I really love how Pippa's garden turned out. It's super cute, just like she is, and it fits her so well. She loves music, which is why she has a music box, as well as fashion, which is why she reads different magazines to keep up to date with the latest trends. I really love the fact that I added the Bunny Day box on there. I think it's really cute. It's funny because she's a little bird. It's so gorgeous. I love her little garden as well as the little duck guarding her home. I think it's really cute. I love talking to Pippa, and she's such a girly girl, and I can't wait for her dreams to come true. She really deserves it. I thought giving Pippa lilies was so appropriate as she's a little bird. They're like water plants, pond plants, so it's just really appropriate for her. Then it looks like I time traveled to Friday the 26th of May 2023. On this day, I moved Astrid's house to her final location. Heck, I even got to do a morning stretch. I didn't even think I was going to record that, but I did. I love how Astrid's garden turned out. The furniture matches the colourful and child nature inside her house. I found the perfect furniture for her garden. It feels like a child's picnic tea party in the garden. I even added some toys for her little child to play with. I also love how the items from the mum selection fits in so well. She is a bit snooty and spunky, but I know she is very motherly for her little child. I think her garden is perfect for her and her child, but it did take so long to find her in front of the garden, so maybe she doesn't like the garden. It looked like I travelled back to Saturday the 27th of May 2023 as I built one incline on the left side of the cliff that was supposed to originally be connected to the pathway, and then I travelled to the correct day and at the moment day, which is the Sunday the 28th of May 2023, to build the incline on the right side of the cliff so that it matched and it wasn't uneven. Even if it wasn't connecting to the path, I would figure out a way to make it connect to the path. Now, when becoming upset that I couldn't do what I wanted to do and that I had to work around my original plan, kind of made me lose motivation, as I thought, what was the point? If I couldn't do what I wanted to do, what was the point of it? So I kind of stopped playing a bit. However, I do want to show you one footage before I move on to the more current stuff, which is the more things that I've done recently. I just thought it was cool to just show it off, as I've never shown off something like this on an Animal Crossing video, and it's not a new thing, but I just thought I would show it off. Yes, my Animal Crossing villagers have planned and hosted a birthday party for me. I loved that they hosted me a party, and I loved the interactions that we had during our party. I think it was the best thing, and it was really unique, a special day indeed. I got to blow my own birthday candles, and I got presents from all of the animal villagers. That's awesome. And we even got to play games. I managed to smash my piñata to find some surprises, birthday surprises, in my piñata. After my birthday party, I was wandering around the island when I found KK Slider visiting my island today. Why was he visiting my island? Well, he was holding a special concert for my birthday. A birthday concert just for me. How lovely.
Me now oh me na oh me oh wait now na me oh wait now na me oh na me wait oh me now oh me na oh me oh wait now na me oh wait na me wait oh wait now oh me oh wait now oh me oh wait me now oh me na oh me oh wait now
I lost motivation and I put down the game. I didn't want to touch the game for a while because I just didn't know how to make my island look better and I just thought I ruined it completely. This was until I revisited the game 6 months later. After 6 months, I carried out research, I made a plan and picked up the game and started to rebuild and recreate my island with better motivation, with a more clearer vision, with a more looser design so that I wouldn't be stuck with a specific design ever again. Please do see previous videos from the campsite to this point to be caught up to speed. I'll put a card of my playlist somewhere on this video. Now, going forward in this video, you can see the progress that I will now make while I left the project incomplete in those 6 months. So, let's continue this build. Woo! At this point, it's been a very long time since I played Animal Crossing. So I started the day by collecting all the weeds on my island. I was shocked to see how many weeds there were. And then I traveled to Halves Island and visited Leaf, who sells them at a double price instead of selling them at Nook's Cranny. When I came back to my island, I found Red secretly hiding at my secret beach, so I went to pay him a visit. As usual, he sells multiple artworks, and I went to try and see if he was selling a real one. Sometimes he doesn't and sometimes he does. So I found the glowing painting, which was the real one, and I bought it. I can't wait to donate it to my museum. Yeah! I went back to the flower garden to start my work. I started by removing the trees that I temporarily placed in the flower garden and will now be moved to the back of the island. We'll see that when that time comes. Let's just say that for now. I started by placing flowered items, and I thought it would be really cool and interesting and pretty to be surrounded by different flowers, real flowers. And later on you'll see that I've added insect models too, because you need insects for a garden. That's really normal. So I had one of each color of the different types of flowers temporarily planted in the small garden next to the cafe. So I dug them up and replanted them in the flower garden. The one rule I did place was that none of the same type of flowers should be together. For example, no two tulips together. They should be separate, at least by one flower. Or they should be, or they can, I've allowed it to kind of be diagonal, but not like horizontal, vertical, because it was getting complicated. And I didn't want the same colors to be together. So regardless if they were like, if it was like a mum and a tulip, they couldn't, and they were both red, they couldn't be next to each other, except for the fact that they can be diagonal. Again, that's because of technicalities of how it ended up. But you will now see the footage of me going like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to kind of rearrange and kind of start planning out how it will work out. Then I wanted to see if star fragments would land on cushions if I dropped on them. And I was so excited to know that it worked! Ta-da! The reason why I wanted star fragments in my flower garden was because my island is called Stardust, so I wanted star fragments in my flower garden. And I'd also think it would illuminate the flower garden. But with that said, I was waiting for the flowers to grow so that I could get more flowers, so it would be filled up. And let's just say this process took a really, really, really long time. Wow, that was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. I'm sure this is my longest Animal Crossing video as of yet. I didn't realize how much stuff I recorded, but I'm glad I figured everything out to make this video. Whew. Even the script was a bit tricky to make. It took me about 2 hours to make, which means that, you know, this video will take me like weeks, a month or two as well. It just means I'll have to edit it and it'll be longer. I just hope that because it's longer, you guys like it and it makes up for the fact that it's delayed by a long shot. I mean, it wasn't due or anything. There wasn't a date for it, but, you know, it needed to come out. I would never realize that it would take me a month for my flowers to grow in my garden. A whole month. Wow. I did do some stuff to speed it up a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. But, you know, it is what it is. Join me next time where we'll be building an amusement park. Bye!